going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode out here at the home Cultus Lake Golf Club, getting some training in. It is December 1st, which means Christmas season is in full effect. Guys, I have two Christmas songs that I have worked on and I want to share them with you. So one is like a country Christmas cover of Last Christmas by my artist Justin Tyler. I produced, mixed, and mastered this. Spotify link below. Another song is a song I recorded and mixed and mastered 7 years ago. It's one of my favorite things I've ever recorded. I love listening to this every Christmas. That's in the link below as well. So 2 Christmas songs for you guys to get you in the holiday spirit. Some interesting developments here. The rain has come and closed down another section of the roads here. So we are now completely landlocked and isolated from the rest of Canada. So welcome to Chilliwack Island. This is just wild. And to top it all off, it's beautiful right now and it's like 15 degrees Celsius. So it's quite a good vibe for training, but it's been a weird 2.5 weeks, guys. Very weird. But with that, course is unfortunately closed because of all the crazy rain for the past couple days. So luckily, we've got this practice green here. This is the OG practice green where off-season number 1 got kicked off last year. You know what, today I'm gonna do my 18 up and down drill again here because this is where I used to grind on it all last winter. So let's grind on that, then we'll get some swings in. It's gonna be a good day. I love that drill. That drill brings back like so many memories of just like the beginning of the grind. So for those of you not familiar with my 18 up and down drill, this is something I've been doing since my under par journey. It's a drill I came up with to just kind of like put pressure on the short game. I put a link in the description below of my full video I did of it, but this has been a staple in the arsenal for a long time. I haven't done it in a little bit just because I've been focusing on other drills that you guys have seen, but it was nice to bring it back out today. Did it in just over 45 minutes, which is pretty good. Gave myself some really tricky spots here today. A little more difficult than I normally would, which is nice. It's good to be able to get up and down. And obviously the greens haven't been cut or anything because of all the rain and everything. So a little bumpy, a little quirky, but putts were good. Chips feeling good. I think we're ready to go hit some balls now. All right, so in previous days, I know I've mentioned I've been working my way up to more clubs in the bag. So today I'm working primarily on the 7-iron because honestly, 60-degree wedge up to 8, I feel really good right now. Now we've graduated to a 7 today. Feel really good with the 7. You know, as you get more into the longer clubs, I want to be able to take it back further and really take advantage of my speed and my power. So if I can really launch a 7-iron, you know, to my full capabilities, like I should be able to carry it around the same distance that Rory carries his irons, right? My goal is to get to his kind of swing speed and control level, which is obviously saying a lot, but I generate a similar amount of power, just uncontrolled. As I continue to work out, as I continue to build, because I don't think he's that tall. I'm gonna double check later when I get home, but I think he and I are around the similar height. If I continue to working on my strength and get to a similar build as him, I know I can hit it. As you guys saw in my swing blueprint thing, like I generate enough force. Now it's just controlling that force in the right way to launch these irons the way I know I can. It's been cool today. Like the footwork has really kicked in well. Again, the new swing blueprint, guys. Like this is what an incredible session that was. Like that was just. If you guys haven't seen my swing blueprint video yet, like I highly recommend it. And I think if you are in the Lower Mainland area or in Canada or can travel here, I would book Ryan in a heartbeat to do a swing blueprint session again, because what I got out of that and how it's informed my practice has been just the most incredible thing. Oh yeah. Lights are on. It's almost the end of the day. You know what? I got to do a lit range video for you guys. I'll come out here one night and hit balls in the dark. Because this place is even more fun at night. Lit ranges is the best. I'm convinced hitting, I don't know why more night golf doesn't exist. Like I've been saying this for so long. Night golf is the thing. It's so much cooler. Anyway, that concludes this range session. Time to head home and get some meals. And I got some cool stuff I want to talk to you guys about, so let's pick it up there.
All right, for tonight's dinner, we got a little steak and fries action. This steak is from a local butcher from a local farm here. Been really enjoying, getting local food, which has been really cool. So anyway, we got local steak and we got some fries. Let's go. Got to get our calories in. Got to make sure we get everything in. We're up another pound, 179 pounds. Let's go. So what I want to talk to you guys about tonight is how am I going to make all this happen? I have this crazy, outrageous goal, and I've been going after it for a bit now. And so what is the method to the madness, right? Now, this whole golf journey has been modeled around how I pursued my music career, right? I went from not knowing how to make anything to working with Shawn Mendes and having a Billboard #1 album in a very short time frame, right? And I'm on that same trajectory with golf. As you saw, January 2020, I was a absolute bag of trash golfer, and now I'm progressively not total trash bag of golfer. But that trajectory, I'm on a similar curve. And so, at a certain point, there is an inflection point. And I'm hoping now that with everything I've got going and all the work I really did last year, that we're approaching that next apex that's going to kind of springboard me to the next level, right? Now, the mistake I made last year is I had this same goal of getting to a +6 so that I can turn pro. And the reason why it's a +6 is because, guys, the talent out there is proper. If you're not at a +6, like a true +6, you're just kidding yourself, because the caliber of players you got to be up against, these guys are shooting scores. They're incredible. So that's why I hold myself to that standard, because I know what I'm up against, right? But the good thing about golf versus music, and what I didn't have the opportunity to do, is that, good golf solves everything. Like shooting scores, playing great golf, being undeniable solves all your problems, right? In music, I had to deal with all this subjective stuff, making sure I was networking with the right people and being seen in the right places and all this other, in golf, it doesn't matter. What I love about it is that we can work towards these objective metrics to become the most complete golfer possible so that we can take it to these tournaments and execute. Now, the difference in execution is that last year I didn't really know what it took to be a pro golfer. I really didn't. And I got humbled by that this year. What I should have done is that last year's offseason should have just been the whole year. All of 2021 should have just been a total rebuild year, because the amount of time it takes to build a proper pro level swing, I didn't know. I really didn't. I didn't know how long it would take to adopt that. You can become a really good amateur much faster, which, as you guys saw on my channel, totally possible. You can get really good as an amateur really quickly. I can solve a lot of the problems you guys have with just a couple small tweaks. You don't even have to revamp your game, and you can get much better. But to become a pro and swing a pro level swing and play good golf for 4 days straight, wow. That is a different world, and I didn't actually have a good understanding of that. Now, from being completely humbled this past year, going through all those ups and downs, getting, kicked in the face multiple times, I have a much better understanding of what I need to do. And the best part about golf is that golf has a lot of just objective metrics for success, right? If you can hit these certain metrics, you will succeed. You hit your driver really far and you wedge it well and you putt well, not a lot you can do wrong, right? The good thing is that though last year sucked, it laid the foundation of a lot of learning and has provided me with a ton more perspective on molding myself into the golfer I need to become to achieve this goal, right? And so that's why you're seeing me go aggressive in a couple categories to become this complete golfer, right? So obviously the first thing that I keep pushing is the body. I am heavy on the nutrition, heavy on the workouts, because from what I saw in my swing blueprint session, I already kind of knew this about myself, but when I had the data confirm it to me, I knew I had a ton of power. Now that I know I generate like on the top end of PGA Tour averages in terms of power, well, perfect. That's exactly what I need, because if there are guys who can't do that. And so that's an advantage I have. So I need to double down on that, and I need to build my body into this absolute power machine that can hit it far, because that's my advantage. And there is a direct correlation between power and success on tour. So if my goal is to get to that +6 and climb the ranks, then great. This is something that is a tangible metric that I can hit. So that's why I'm doubling down on that. The second thing is obviously getting my game to a point where you can have all the power in the world, but if you don't have the proper technique to translate that, that's a problem. And that's been obviously another big focus, and that you'll see this offseason. That's why, I talk about the role Max is playing in all this, and just really nailing my technique to become super efficient with my game. Taking out a lot of the variables, we've basically taken my hands entirely out of the swing now, where there's no flippy crap. I was flipping at it my entire life until a couple months ago. So the fact that we've taken that out, and again, if you look at the best guys on tour, the guys who make the most money, static hands. Nobody's flipping and making tons of cash. That's another thing. It's like creating a bulletproof swing. Creating a swing that can hold up under pressure because it's not based on hands to flip and make the moves happen. The balance of technique and power, I think, are the conversions that will mold me into the golfer I know I can be. Guys, I have a vision for myself of what I can become. And it's been there since I started this journey. And at different points in the journey, I would either get reinforced or I would question it. And throughout this entire process, I just could never separate the fact that I can see the golfer I can be, and I know I know I can achieve that excellence by putting in the work. And so that's what this whole offseason, that's what it's all about, is that now, through going through the battle of the past year and having this new perspective, a total mental reset, I've got tons of patience. I don't have any strict timelines on when I need to get to certain things. I just know it's that 1% better every single day, and I'm putting myself in the right positions to become that elite golfer that can go out there and absolutely destroy. And that is what we want, right? I talk about the flow state in some of my previous videos. Like, this is how I'm going to get to that flow state of perfect harmony out there on the golf course. And I can already start to feel myself going in and out of it in some of my drills. Today during the 18 up and down drill, I totally blacked out for about a third of that drill because I was just on autopilot. I would chip it close, putt it in, boom, move on. Next location, chip it close, putt all three in, boom. And when I can turn into that state where I am unconsciously just making it happen, that's what we're after. That's what we've been after this entire time, is that feeling. Because I got to that feeling in music, and I know how to execute on that feeling at a very high level. If we can get to there, then things get really, really exciting. That's what we're after. We're going to become the most elite golfer possible. And all the bricks are starting to put themselves in place to become that. So, true +6 is the first hurdle we have to cross. I'm at a +2.4 right now. basically where the strokes get lost is on putting and on approach play. That's why we've been grinding on the swing, and that's why I've been grinding so hard on the putting. Just those two categories. Driver, I'm fine off the tee. If anything, I'm going to get even better now with all this stuff I'm doing. But if I can just bring that approach play strokes gained up, and I got to bring my putter up, and if those two things can just lift, like, we are going to start really rocking at the level we need to. That's the plan. That's where I'm at. So thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad you guys love the vlogs. I really like making these videos every day, so I appreciate it a ton. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm gonna go finish this protein shake, and I'm gonna get some sleep because that is a must for recovery to become that elite golfer. Hope you guys have a phenomenal day. I'll catch you on the next one.